In the beginning was the earth who was called Gaia, and the sky that was called Uranos. And the sky was black and starless, and the earth was barren and without life. And I don't know for how many ages of time that state continued, but there came at last motion. And that motion brought forth the day and the night, because during the day Uranos would draw away from his love, and he would look down on her and his children. And during the night he would rush down upon her, and in the fury of passion they shaped the mountains and the seas, and from them was brought forth all life. Beautiful, great, but also ugly. And one day as Uranos looked down from his seat in the heavens, he was displeased. There were creatures down there, giants with single baleful, hundreds of hands, and they were ugly, and they were unruly, wild, and they displeased him. So he took his children, and he bound them under the earth, where they raged, and fury seized, and they tore at the walls of their confinement. Pained Gaia, not just because the children that were calling out suffering, but because they were bound within her. And every time they clawed out, they tore at her. So she went inside herself, she went to her children, and she asked them if any of them could spare her from their father. But there were none. There were none amongst the Titans or the Cyclopses who were bold enough to stand against their father, who was the sky, except for the youngest, Cronos, the most bold. Cronos took a knife that he fashioned from the cartilage of a shark and a piece of flint. And he waited inside Gaia until the night when Uranos rushed down to take her, and he cut at his father, and he castrated him. And he took the ember and cast it into the sea, foamed, and grew wild. And from out of it on a shell came Aphrodite, the goddess of love. But Cronos turned to his brothers and his sisters, to the giants and the wild creatures, and he said, "There are none now greater than us. Look how the sky retreats away from the earth, never to return. This is our world now." And with those words, and with the stamping feet of the giants and the Titans as they moved up onto the surface, the tyranny of Cronos began.